Ladies and gentlemen, we are eating today. Oh my gosh, we have another video here. Once again, this one's going to be behind the ships, and this is, of course, the Perseus. I can't wait to listen to this one. I'm excited to see what they come up with. But first, we're going to take a drink of our energy drink because it's been a long day. Here we go.
Aegis Perseus is a big ship for big fights, but you're not quite ready for capitals yet.
Oh.
It's a heavy gunship that focuses on heavy turret firepower.
Okay.
A gunship is a ship that's capable of engaging and targeting other ships at the same
Stop, stop, stop. If I buy this ship, I am getting this paint. Oh, guys, I don't know if you know this. You might be new. I love red. I love red, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my word.
same time, which provides a way for players to take control of an area and engage multiple threats simultaneously rather than having to dogfight and focus on one at a time.
Okay.
So a heavy gunship is when the ship gets a little bit more bulky, gets a lot more defensive, and is designed to tackle a bit bigger force.
Some of the larger threats it's ideal for targeting would be things like constellations and that sort of size ships.
Okay.
The Aegis Perseus is like a classic RSI design. It's a really large, long, very menacing looking ship. We've got this pointy nose. You've got the bridge just behind the center line, so it echoes that classic warship aesthetic.
Gosh, it looks scary from this angle. Like, you look onto it, it just, I think it's these. I don't know what these are called. I'm so sorry, guys, but I think it's these. The way they flare up like this is what's really blowing me away right now. I don't know. It just it's scary. It's genuinely scary.
Entirely, it really feels like a solid ship, able to go into battle and it's well protected. It's heavy duty.
Okay.
And it looks badass.
Yes, it does. It does.
The thrusters on the rear, again, we've built on what RSI is known for with these kind of large thrusters that are out on the sails at either side.
Right.
Back when we introduced the Perseus as a concept, its role in the game was to be a sort of mirror of the Aegis Hammerhead, where the Hammerhead was designed as a heavy gunship for screening smaller fighter craft, whereas the Perseus was for engaging larger threats.
Okay.
So when the Perseus was originally announced, it had size 7 weapons. As times went on and other larger ships have entered the game, we felt it didn't fit the rule well enough anymore to be size 7s.
Okay. So
that's why it's been upgraded to size 8 weapons.
Size 8. Oh boy, I wish you. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say, but you know, just upping this anyway.
Manned and capable of
just like
full
that.
360 traversal. And then there's a slew of point defense turrets throughout the ship as well to provide protection against incoming missiles and torpedoes.
Missiles and torpedoes,
like all the other PDTs in game, such as the missile one that came out with the Idris K, along with the ballistic Gatling variant that's coming with the MDC in a few days.
They're fully interchangeable. That's cool. Let me know in the comment section below if this is the first time that's happened where you can change out your PDCs. I've never heard of that. So, like, is that the first time? Is this the first time you've been able to change them out?
There are also smaller size 3 remote turrets that can be controlled from the bridge.
That was a juggling act because that was not in the concept. So we had to incorporate all of those weapons together, but not break the silhouette of the concept in a destructive way. So I think we maintained the silhouette generally,
that's cool,
but also added the necessary functionality to match the expected turret experience that came from Squadron.
And this is why you don't do concepts anymore, CIG, and you made that decision, which I like a lot. I think there's only going to be one more concept in the game, and that's it. I forgot what the concept was, but yeah, good decision.
There was a lot of moving parts, pun intended, with that, where the whole turret had to literally extend when you sit in it.
Wow,
for
dude.
The fact that the seat and the turret pivots needed to be lined up on the y-axis. So that's why they transform once you sit in them. The player won't notice, but that was to actually make it so the pivots line up. So when you tilt your seat is tilting at the same angle as the turret that's next to you.
That's cool. Now, I just want to make something clear real quick. I didn't look at any leaks. I didn't look at anything. All I saw was my previous video where we got like a camera view of it suspended at IAE, and that was during the PTU, but haven't seen anything yet. Next video that you'll see is actually going to be me touring the ship. I actually have a ship waiting for me right now after this, where I'm going to be touring it and giving my ratings. Anyway, sorry.
We tried 3 Perseus against the Polaris, and they did extremely well.
Oh.
Because the Polaris's major punch is the torpedo, whereas the Perseus's major punch are the guns.
Yeah.
And the guns have no range limit. So you just go right down the throat of the Polaris, and you're pummeling it, and we destroyed it quite quickly.
Ooh.
You can't really be...
Was that with engineering or without engineering, though? That's my question. Was it with or without?
Stopped. But the Perseus does have...
Don't say you can't really be stopped. Because you say that, and then they're going to nerf it 5 days later.
Yeah, true, Jared, true.
Okay, you can be stopped by good tactics.
Good
and
tactics.
Smartitude.
This is what I have to work with, people.
Okay, smartitude. I like that, smartitude. That's awesome.
So there are multiple different ways to enter the Perseus. All of them will connect you into the cargo.
I feel like this is a bit of a spoiler. I'm about to do a tour, but it's okay. We'll watch it.
With different pros and cons. So you have the docking collar, which allows you to connect to stations.
Yep.
You have the personnel lift, which allows you to enter the ship without depressurizing the cargo hold.
That's more.
And then you have the main lift that you can put people or vehicles on to get up to the actual ship. All of them bring you into the large cargo hold area that let you quickly navigate to the other parts of the ship.
Okay, I really like that. That reminds me of the constellation Taurus and its cargo grid. It kind of comes down in an elevator. Do you guys prefer that, or would you rather like something like the C2 where you can go up a ramp and get into your cargo? I'm curious.
Compared to the original concept, we've made some minor interior changes just to improve the flow throughout the ship.
Okay.
Sometimes what we find is when we're tackling the ships with a large interior space, we want to make sure that the interior has all the functionality that we want, and sometimes that does have some layout changes.
Okay.
The cargo bay, since the concept has been increased to 96 SCU, and
96.
the layout of it is pretty favorable in terms of putting vehicles in. You can put things up to, say, rover-sized vehicles in there. And this does allow you to run cargo missions, although that is not the ideal role of this ship.
Okay, I like that.
In this space, we really try to convey the strength of the ship. So one of the things that we evolved slightly from the original concept was these large structural beams. They tie the walls, the floors, the ceilings all together.
Okay.
They give a little bit of a skeleton to the ship.
I do see that.
It really conveys that no matter where it takes a hit, it's going to survive.
That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, so it's like a powerhouse.
I love the nautical theme to it, and we tried to create that aesthetic inside the ship where we labeled everything similar to an actual military ship.
I like that.
When I toured the Midway down in San Diego, and when I was visiting the Bar Citizen, I met a lot of former Navy guys, and they said, yeah, we have, labels and arrows pointing every which way, so when you're in a big ship, you never get lost.
I like that, because I always get lost.
I'm the one who put in the basketball hoop.
Why?
Yeah, because the concept artist had this, this harebrained scheme, and hopefully the fans will make use of it. I mean, I was able to shoot hoops
You can shoot hoops? No.
successfully in there.
If you turn left in the cargo area...
Who wants to 1v1 me in basketball? Subscribe now for 1v1 basketball contest.
Right in front of you, you've got the torpedo loading areas.
Funny.
So on the lower deck, that is where you access actually loading the torpedoes in.
We changed the concept entirely. Instead of an enclosed device, it's an open bay where it's this V shape, and you can load all 20 and visibly see every single torpedo.
I like that.
The reasoning is versus the Polaris, where that system, you sort of load the torpedoes, but then it tucks under and then you can't see them anymore.
Yeah.
That interfered with the ability to unload and reload them.
Dude.
So that was the critical change versus the Polaris.
Now, I have a really stupid question. I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I'm not sorry to keep pausing. If you want to watch the normal video, then the normal video is that way. But don't leave yet. I love you. Okay, the torpedoes, right? If they're sitting in your cargo bay like that and your shields get taken down and someone's got ballistics, can't they shoot the torpedoes and then kaboom on the inside? Am I wrong?
And then on the upper deck, that's where you have the fire control. That full section there is really kind of dedicated to just blowing things up.
That is such a cool animation.
Atmospheric in there. It feels like you're really in the heart of this big war machine.
Dude.
Slightly further ahead of that, you've then got the turret access, and that gives you access to one of the manned turrets.
One of them.
If you're in the cargo area, you turn towards the rear of the ship. On the lower deck, we've got the engineering area.
This was my concern, and I'm gonna rate all this. Like, we're gonna go really in detail on the next video. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy me. If you hate me, then don't do that, because it's weird, because then I'll show up on your page all the time and you won't want that. But I was worried about the engineering side of things and how it was gonna look. It looks like it's directly in a room. And now that engineering is on my mind, and by the way, I have another video coming up. 4.5 is when engineering's launching. It's literally launching in 4.5. It's on the roadmap. Insane. But engineering's always on my mind because, you know, the ease of use in terms of engineering is important to me. So like seeing it all in a room like this is such a big deal in my opinion.
That's where you've got all your core important ship items that allow the ship to function. On the middle floor of the rear of the ship is where our habitation area is.
Does the pool table work?
It's got a shared bunk area, typical of what you would expect on a military ship. And then off of this area, we've got a small bathroom, and then we've also got some storage for your weapons and also your armors.
Oh, it's Pico.
So at the top of the ship, we've got the captain's quarters.
It would be really cool if these things persisted on your ship. I don't think they do. Like, you can't really organize your ship like this, right? Like if I put this stuff on my table and then drop my ship down and like store it, does this stuff stay? I wonder. I actually have never tried. That's a really dumb question, but I know they're going towards persistence, but this is cool.
In the heart of operations, so they can go straight out of the captain's quarters and straight into the bridge.
And a new entrance exit airlock behind the bridge, protected by 3 doors for security.
Okay.
For quicker EVA access.
That's cool.
What do you expect to happen on this thing?
What do I expect to happen on this thing?
That you have increased security on the bridge.
They added a door behind the bridge because they got bored of getting out of the ship and taking forever. But then I pointed out you just put a weak spot right behind the bridge. So they put 3 doors. So you have to breach 3 doors to get through. So it's not easy to get in, but easy to get out.
Interesting.
And then at the front, obviously, we've got the main flight deck.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
The bridge has 3 seats, 1 gunner, 1 co-pilot, and the pilot one.
Okay.
It has a really nice view when you get on the pilot seat, and it slides up and forward.
That's cool.
And you can see this giant turret in front of the ship. That's really cool.
That's cool.
It's very reminiscent to old battleships. You've got views all around the front half of the ship, so it's a really nice place to be.
Yeah, that's cool. Wow,
I think the ship's great. I think the North American team did a fantastic job of looking at what we delivered with the Polaris and taking on board some of the feedback. I know there was a lot of feedback around navigation and signage, and set a really nice standard of we've listened, and this is kind of the new and improved.
That's cool, man.
I think it's going to be a combat-defining ship.
Okay.
We're going to see a big change in the way that people fight each other. It's a ship designed to actually put pressure on some of the larger ships if you crew them.
Okay.
I'm super excited to see how the Perseus and the Hammerhead work together next year in the upcoming tactical strike groups.
Ooh.
The ship's almost designed to work in tandem with each other.
Oh, that's awesome.
Across the board, very happy with it.
It's been quite a long-awaited concept to in-game, and I think we've massively improved upon what was originally promised, and just the styling of it is just cool.
It looks awesome. Oh boy, look at that. Oh, that is just cool. I'm sorry, I gotta get a screenshot of that. That is just cool. That's probably the thumbnail for the video, guys. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Once again, another reaction video out of me. Let me know if you like these. I'm gonna probably have this out tomorrow morning. And like I said, I'm doing a full tour right now where I'm gonna rate the combat, rate the visuals, do a first look around of the entire ship. And yeah, I love this. Lots of content. Subscribe for more, as I'm gonna say, as all YouTubers say. And ladies and gentlemen, 07s, and I will see you in the next video. God bless.